I get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on fourth down. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
Watch it now, Marty, Marty! Get wide! Set, 3-19! 3-19!
They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. Gano now to add the extra point. And that one will give him the lead here as we approach halftime. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. to the air. Newton on second down. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll come out in the pistol. From the 50, Newton. Going for the deep ball. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and that'll make it third down. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Throwing on third down, Newton. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Here's Spencer Lanning now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Set! Green, 39! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And likely just out of field goal range. Could be Hail Mary time.
And haven't we seen in recent years that the Hail Mary seems to be more successful in the NFL than before?
Absolutely we have. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And a little floater there is incomplete. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. One receiver left, two to the right. Looking to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. One receiver left, 3 to the right. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Play clock winding down. They'll run here with Sims. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. On the stop was T.J. McDonald.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. All right, here we go.
Now they run with Sims. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
This will be caught at about the 5. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets them up 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They'll go with the keeper. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. It's their quarterback with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. And this is off the left, upright, and through. A trick shot there, but a point is a point. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Kick here, fielded about the 17. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 30.